Hello and welcome to GBR. You find us today racing with the guys from the MRC in the GT3 World Series. And this is round 8. This is the feature. So we've had Big Willow as the sprint. Now we are here at Brands Hatch. GP layout for this one, so a bit longer than the Indy. I think they're probably doing about 40 seconds in these cars. So obviously the grid is from the results of the sprint. So if you haven't seen it, go and watch it and then come back to this one. So on pole is Dark Clark in the Ferrari. In second we have Hirokram in the Ford. Third is Leeds in the Ferrari. In fourth we have Fubuki in the Lexus. Fifth place we have Judge in the Ferrari. Sixth we've got Martinar in the Lexus. Seventh we've got Brucey in the Jag, and it is Sleep Token. I thought that was their logo. Yeah, so Brucey in seventh in the Jag. Golden in eighth in the VW. In ninth place we have Fat Pickles in the Jag. 10th place we have Midnight in the Ferrari. In 11th we have P. Gibb in the Renault. And in 12th place we have JRC in the Ferrari. So Ferrari is all up and down the grid for this one. No Donkey Chong for this one. I don't know if the internet didn't want to work for him during the race or whatever, but yeah, so 12 drivers for this one. 40 minutes here at Brands Hatch GP. Let's get these guys underway. Was it 2 compounds used as well for this one? Off we go. All the lights are out. Dark Clark there gets a good launch off the line again. Leeds has jumped up to second place. Here comes down to fourth. Martinar in fifth. Oh, we've got a couple of spinners in the background. Let's jump back to there. Let's jump on with Midnight. Just sitting there quite comfortably. Gives Golden Brownie a slight tap, and I think that also sends Brucey spinning round as well. Why is Fubuki? I didn't see why Fubuki ended up started near the front. So what happened to Fubuki here? Oh, just runs it in too deep and runs it off the track. Probably that's potentially caused the issue because everyone else has kind of followed his braking in towards turn 1, but that's put Fubuki on the back foot only through turn 1. But Dark Clark there, he's got Leeds hounding him in second place, and Hirokram's got himself up to third. Is he going to go for a move on Leeds as we come around this left-hander onto the GP circuit? No, Leeds does defend off. A little bit of bump in there early on, so these guys already setting the they're going to be aggressive early on, not let any positions go, because obviously Brands is quite a hard track to overtake on, but Judge there, he's been able to slip up the inside of Hirokram, and Martinar's gone for the move on the inside of Judge as we come through this back section at Brands Hatch. So Hirokram, from fighting for second place, has already dropped down to 5th now. Fat Pickles there in 6th, not too far behind. Was in 6th, not too far behind. He just binned it into the ball and dropping down a few paces now to 10th, 11th. So he's going to get going just in front of Golden Brownie now is Fat Pickles. JRC, he's up to 6th place, so obviously all that carnage having that one. He's moved up from the back of the pack to 6th now. Leeds there, he's had a few little issues. It looks like he's dropped down to 5th place now. He was running in 2nd. Not too sure if he's got it onto the dirt somewhere, but that's allowed Judge Martinar and Hirokram past for the time being. Not too sure what tyres are on. Everyone looks like they're on their mediums at the front. He give there in 7th place, just kind of on the back end of this front group. And it's kind of like all the cars then that are recovering from that one incident that we had Brucey there in 9th, Fabuki in 10th, Golden Brownie in down to 11th, so maybe because of the instant he's weighted up as well, and Fat Pickles in 12th. So yeah, everyone has started on the mediums for this first stint. Obviously a pit stop is required to change tyres, so you're going to be looking over 20 minutes before I would think that the guys come in to change. Say to the softs, there's no point really going for the hard tyres here. Probably just going to lose too much time. But Dark Clark leads the way just ahead of Judge. Just seems to have caught up a little bit on this lap. See if he does go purple. Yes, he does. Yeah, 8/10 quicker than Dark Clark that time round. So Judge seems to have picked up the pace pretty early on here, closing that gap down to first place. Obviously he's bringing Martin R. Herocram leads with him at the moment. JRC's just dropping off the back end of Leeds at the moment. Is Herocram going for a move? No. You can see him go a little bit shallow coming into that left hand at Rotten Hill. I know there's corner names, I could just never remember which one's which, so I'm just not going to bother. P-Gib there, he's still on the rear end of JRC. It looks like Midnight is already closing up that gap to P-Gib. Brucey there, still ahead of Fabuki and Golden Brownie. Fat Pickles there in 12th place. After that little spin that he had. Move over. Well, you kind of moved over at the exit on turn 1, so the greatest sticker to have on the front of the car for Fat Pickles at the moment. Martin R, he's moved his way now up to 2nd place ahead of Judge. I would think that would be down at the end of the back straight, and there's someone spinning off at the background. It's Fabuki. Fabuki's binned it into the wall by the looks of it. He's dropped down to 12th place, got damage on the front end, and that'll be a while before that is repaired. But the battle for the lead is hotting up, 25-1, 25-7, so yeah, Martin R caught 6/10 up on that lap. Judge there just dropped down to 3rd with 26.2. But it looks like he's been able to regain himself and keep right up behind Martin R. Leeds and Herocram down for a fight here for 4th place. No room given between these two. Moving forward, use its power to get past. No, he won't. He has to slip in behind Leeds at the moment. So Leeds there, moving up to 4th place. Yeah, not too sure what happened to him at I don't really know which lap it was. I think it was lap 2. But he well no, yeah, the end of lap 1, beginning of lap 2, and then he dropped down from 2nd to 5th. I see someone else is spinning around at the back there. Midnight is catching up to P-Gib. Brucey there in 9th. We've got Golden Brownie right behind him. It was Fat Pickles spinning it, so he's now got Fabuki at the back for company. Obviously he's got damage, so he's going to be struggling to control the car a little bit until it is repaired. But Brucey and Golden Brownie having a little battle here for 9th and 10th place. Going back near the front, this is kind of where the action is at the moment between Dark Clark, Martin R and Judge. Obviously got Leeds and Herocram not too far behind at the moment. Jump on board with Dark Clark as we come onto this back straight. Moving over to the left hand side, trying to break that slipstream from Martin R. Martin R is wise to it. And he's just going to sit there behind. Maybe he's over a little bit of fuel as well in the process. But as we come through this back section, Martin R keeping nice and tight, and Judge there as well, keeping behind Martin R. So it's really hard to really overtake it. Oh, Dark Clark's gone off through that left hand at the top of that hill. That's allowed Martin R to go into 1st place, but Dark Clark's able to slip back into 3rd place, just ahead of Leeds. And he's going to have dirty tyres for a couple of corners. Looks like he's going to bust them off and going again. So these top 5 just slowly pulling away from JRC, and P Gibbs still with JRC. Dropped off a little bit, but he has got Midnight now closing up to the rear end of him. Golden Brownie there in 9th. He's been able to get past Brucey. Brucey might have had a little bit of an incident of a 130 there. Golden Brownie's 125, so yeah, I think Brucey's had a little issue. Vicky there, obviously got ahead of Fat Pickles in the last lap, and just pulled a little bit of a gap over Fat Pickles now. Onto the back straight once again. Already lap 6. It's quite a quick lap here, 125. I think the West wins is about 109, so both racetracks being quite short for round 8. So everyone's kind of just Dark Cloud getting it lit up on the rear end there through that right-hander. But keeping it under control. Does he stay on track this time around? Yes, he does. So doesn't want to make that mistake again, because that's just going to cost him even more time to the leader up in front. Leads there just behind, trying to think how to get past Dark and move his way up to the rear end of Judge in 2nd. Hurricane there in 5th place. Trying to fuel save. No, he's got leads of anything that's got the most fuel of these 5 currently. Tyre wear, apart from Martin I in front, he's the one with the worst tyre wear. They're all fairly similar, to be fair. So if you sat there at the back, you're just going to use that slipstream. Dark up there, lighting up the rear end again, getting it a little bit tail happy. So calm down on that loud pedal, and just keep it in a straight line. JSC in 6th. Midnight has got past P Gibb now, up to 7th place. Now we're going to try and, what's his lap times, to very similar to JRC, so it's going to be hard for Midnight, I think, to potentially catch up to JRC. It's going to be over a long, 30 minutes to go of this race, so yeah, we'll be able to just nibble away at JRC lap by lap. P Gibb there, low 26s. Golden Brownie is in the mid to high 25, so he's going to be chipping away at P Gibb there in 8th place. Brucey there in 10th. 26.3, so yeah, he's doing about the same pace as P Gibb, so Golden Brownie is going to move past him. Moving forward, Fubuki there, 26.6 at the moment. Ooh, lighting up that rear. And Fat Pickles with 26.7, but he's 4 tenths up this time round, so maybe just getting the tyres warmed up just took a little bit longer for Fat Pickles there in the Jag. But Martin R, he's gone fastest overall of anyone with 25.076. I'm sure that time will come down when the guys put soft tyres on and have a lighter car as well with the fuel load. Judge there, only 3 tenths lost on that lap, 3 tenths lost the lap before as well, so yeah, Martin R just stretching that gap over Judge in 2nd place. Dark up there, he's trying to defend from Leeds, it looks like at the minute. Obviously Leeds doesn't know whether to defend or attack, with Hillcram right behind him in that Ford. Obviously different strengths for that Ford, good in a straight line. I think high speed corners, I think the low speed corners it really struggles to pick the pace up and shoot its way out of corner exits. JRC 6th, there, he's pulled away from P Gibb. Dark Luck, Dark Luck's come into the pit. Interesting, because he's not going to make the softs last for half an hour, 28 minutes. So is he going for the 2-stop? Is Dark Luck? That'll be interesting to see. What was JRC? 25.6, 26.6. Yeah, so Midnight's caught up a couple of attempts in the last couple of laps over JRC. It's pulled a little bit of a gap over P Gibb as well. And Golden Brownie going faster again for himself. Yeah, Dark Up. He picked up a 3-second penalty there for the, I'm guessing, pit entry. Pit exit, you're pretty much turning right as soon as you're coming out to go round turn 1. So yeah, Dark Clock's gone to the soft tyres, but he has got that 3-second penalty, so that's going to drop him potentially behind Leeds and Hirakram when they pit. But it'd be interesting to know, because he's really going to be the only one at the moment on a 2-stop. He's come out ahead of Brucey there in 10th place. I do like that livery, Bruce. Very smart for the old sleep token. Fat Pickles, he's got ahead of Fabuki. Fabuki's going for a 2-stop as well. That's why he's dropped back behind Fat Pickles currently. Obviously trying to mix it up, trying to see, obviously being near the back, mix it up, see what strategy will work. But Martin R there has got some pretty good pace at the moment. Highest lap in the last 4 laps of 25.3. So most people are struggling to get that time. So just there, a little bit of sliding coming out of turn 3. He's not losing too much time to Martin. Here oh, he's got, where's Leeds? Is Leeds pit? No, Leeds is not pit. Because his tyres are still very worn. And yeah, so what happened to Leeds? Because he's dropped from potentially 3rd. Oh, we went off at the right hand at the top of the hill and kissed the barrier. Not the greatest of rejoins there, but it's awkward to get going again, smashing into the ball again, and he's going to fall behind Dark Clark now, who has pitted. And he's on the soft tyres. Probably Dark Clark drop behind the Leeds. Will he be far enough ahead? No, yes, so Leeds does get back past Dark Clark. But Dark Clark will be trying to catch up, right, and get back to where we were. So, Leeds has gone back behind Dark Clark actually. So, Leeds might probably where he had the bit of dirty tyres and damage to the car. Didn't think about holding up Dark Clark. He's on a different strategy. You're only going to ruin your own race if you're fighting for a position when, if it was the last couple of laps, fine, fight for it. But 25 minutes after the race to go, completely different strategy. Yeah, it looks like Dark Clark's going to be setting the fastest lap at the moment. Obviously, he's the only driver on the soft tyres at the moment, so being able to use them to his advantage and set some decent pace. Maybe trying to catch back up from that 3-second loss that he had. Midnight there, is he closing up to the rear end of GRC? Yeah, a couple of tenths last 2 laps. Looks like P-Kib there has been caught by Golden Brownie. Picked up a half-second penalty, probably seeing the pit lines there. Probably the first corner, the last corner, one of the two. I can see someone spinning. It's Fabuki again on the same corner we saw a couple of laps ago, so yeah, clearly not liking the tyres there is Fabuki, but Martin R leading the way at the moment. It's got about a second and a half, I would say, over Judge there in 2nd place. Judge is about the same again to Hirakram, so top 3 covered by about 2.5 seconds or so, 3 seconds. So Hirakram can see the leader at the moment. JRC in 4th place. He's pushing on. He's got a fast Midnight coming up behind him. Tyre wear pretty much identical. Fuel has got a little bit more, so somehow Midnight is saving what we're shifting about just over 3/4. Is Midnight. He is now really caught up to the rear end of JRC on that lap, caught up 9 tenths. So yeah, Midnight is on the charge here. Late charging for this first stint. Doesn't help obviously starting near the back. P-Gib there in 6th place. 26.2 to 27.0. Golden Brownie's got Dark Clark right up behind him. Obviously, I say Dark Clark is on a different tyre compound, getting it all snaky coming out of that left-hander. Darts up the inside. Golden Brownie just gives him room. knows there's no competition between the pretty much fresh softs, especially when you're doing 24s and Golden Brownie's doing 26, 27s. So yeah, there's no point trying to hold up a faster paced car. They're just going to get frustrated. And oh, P Gibbs gone off on the exit of that right hander at the end of the start-finish straight. That's not what he was wanting. He was getting caught a little bit there by Golden Brownie, but yeah, maybe just put a bit too much power on and ended up saying hello to Mr. Barrier, which is going to allow Leeds to get through as well. Golden Brownie obviously up to 7th place with that, obviously Dark Clark. So this 2-stop is going to be interesting to see, because he is, let's see how far he is behind. I'd say about 13 seconds or so behind Martin. That's how much he's got to catch up in this race. Can he do it? If he's setting 24s, what was his last lap time? 24.5, so yeah, he's going purple again, so his last lap he had to overtake Golden Brownie, so can take the optimal line coming through this corner. Why about half a second or so down, because it really does make a difference, especially around there going onto this back straight. Yeah, pushing on. He's going to try and catch up to Martin R, what is he doing? High 25s now. So the tyre wear really starting to show for Martin R. He's lost about a second or so from his fastest lap just there, and Heragram still tagged along. Looks like Heragram slowly caught up to the rear end of Judge in the Ferrari. And tyre wear is better as well for Ford. So potentially why you can really see the tyre wear for Martin, and that front left has really taken a hammering compared to the two guys behind him on better front left hand tyres with a little bit more wear. Overall it's close. Yeah, no, Martin has got more wear than these two guys just there. Looks like we went a little bit deep there at the hairpin. Managed to gather it up and keep Hero Cram right behind him, but these three are really fighting for this, well, especially Judge and Hero Cram fighting for that second spot. Martin, they're just a glimpse ahead of him, hoping that they'll start fighting and lose a little bit of time to him. But is Hero Cram had a look up the inside there of Judge for that second spot, knowing he's going to have to probably sit behind him till the start-finish line, really, because there isn't really an overtaking point from the end of that back straight to turn 1, and even turn 1's a bit of a risky move unless the other guy messes up the final corner. But yeah, these three, a league of their own at the moment. Let's see where Dark Clark comes out when they've made their pit stops. Midnight there in 4th place, pulling away from JRC now. So they have swapped positions as well. So yeah, Midnight there having a good race so far. Dark Clark there. Yeah, look at them lap times: 24.1s, 24.2, 24.5, and you can see Martin R and the front guys are doing high 25s and a few 26s there from Martin R. So yeah, Dark Clark isn't out of this race yet, so it's taken a long time to see where he'll finish. Golden Brownie there in 7th place, just ahead of Leeds in 8th. P Gibb, after that incident he had on lap 12, in 9th place. Brucey there, looks like he's just been struggling for pace around this track. Jack seems to be a little bit of handful because he's in 10th. Fat Pig was there in 11th place. Jack just not seeming to be comfortable round at Brands Hatch. British car, run a British track, you'd think they'd go well hand in hand, but clearly not in this one. Fabuki there in 12th place, who's not far from being lapped, to be fair, but he's going for a 2-stop, so Looks like he did have an off as well on lap 14 with a 32.9, so yeah, just struggling a little bit. It looks like, oh, we did have a change for the lead between Hirocram and Judge. What's happened here then down the back straight? Judge there on the defensive, goes in tight the line in, it's going to be wide coming out, and that's allowed Hirocram just to slip up the inside of Judge and claim that second place. As we're coming through this back section, as I say, it's tricky to overtake. Obviously, if someone makes a mistake, you are going to pounce on it and try and take that position away from them. So jump back to where we were. So no, he's now going to have the pressures of Hirocram. See, Hirocram's going to be coming into the pits fairly soon. He is running out of fuel pretty quickly. Martin, he's still got about 15% of fuel. Judge is around the same as well. It's hard to know exactly how much they've got. Just going by that little meter at the bottom. But yeah, Hirocram will probably be getting to lap 17, I would think, with the fuel that he's got. So he'll be going a little bit quicker than Martin Art, and a little bit of a lighter car compared to that Lexus in front of him. Midnight there, he's now got Dark Clark right up behind him. Obviously Midnight knows that Dark Clark's going to be coming into the pit fairly soon as well. They've got about the same amount of fuel, so Midnight will be pushing to keep Dark Clark right behind him, because obviously they'll be both coming out on the soft tyres to the end of the race. And the tyre wear pretty much identical between the two of them, so I don't know if the crossover's happened yet. No, but Midnight just speeds off and lets Dark Clark through. He does come in at the end of lap 16, so he's going to be going about 17 minutes on the soft tyres. Obviously the board seems to be fairly good on the softs, but Dark Clark there, we know he's got coming as well, so he's going to put through to third. Judge there gets back into second place. Midnight up to fourth now. LC in fifth. Golden Brownie in sixth, just ahead of Leeds in seventh. P-Give in eighth. He's just ahead of Hirocram, who is technically the race leader, because he's the one that's going to make it to the end. We know everyone else is going to have to pit once more, for the first time or second time, depending on which driver they are. Brucey there in 10th place, Fat Pickles there in 11th, and Fabuki there having a torrid time here at the back in 12th place. We will see, will Martin R go around for one more lap? He's got just enough tyre to make it. Both their fuel lights are flashing, so let's see who comes into the pit this time round. Tight. Yes, he comes into the pit. Judge, he's going to go around for one more. I would say he'll be coming in at the end of lap 18. Dark Clark, he'll be doing about the same as well. He's not too far behind. About 3.5–4 seconds behind Judge now. So he's pretty much caught up that whole time that he lost going in early. So but he knows the feel of the tyres on that, being on the softs. Midnight there into third, he's gone round again. Jersey's gone round again. Leeds has gone round. Martin R, he's out of the pits in 6th place, so he's come out. He's jumped Hirocram by quite a bit. He's put in only half a tank, where Hirocram put in nearly 3/4. So that'll be how Martin R's pulled such a big gap over there. Hirocram's probably thinking, how the hell has he done that? P-Give there in 8th place at the moment. Golden Brownie, he's come into the pit. Put his softs on in 9th place. Ahead of Fat Pickles. Going around. He's got a bit more fuel than most at the moment that haven't pitted. Brucey there in 11th place. He's come into the pit. He's put his fresh softs on. But Ricky there, he's still going around at the moment. But Judge, I'm sure he's coming into the pit now. Yes, he does. Dark Clark comes into the pit. Oh, that was mighty fine there for Dark Clark. Midnight comes in the pit. JRC's in. I'm sure Leeds could go for another lap, but I don't know if you'd really want to on them mediums. Nope, he comes in as well now. So Will Martinar come out ahead of Judge. By the looks of it, he will. Judge is still getting fueled in. Judge coming out in relation to Herogram. Oh, just behind him. So Herogram gets back into second place, and there's Dark Clark in fourth place, who's had that early pit stop. Pretty much where he was when he pitted. I think it was what, lap 8 or 9. The Dark Clark pitted, so that 10 laps on them soft tyres, he's been able to pretty much get to back where it was. Midnight there, he's now in the battle for, I would say, second place at the moment, with Martinar has got a good 5 or 6 seconds over Herogram. And JRC also in this battle for second place, so it's really hotting up at the front of the pack here. Golden Brownie there in 7th place, a little bit on his own. He's got the leads not too far behind, about what? Leads on his outlap, so it's hard to know exactly how far, but I'd say about 2 seconds or so, 2-3 seconds. P-Give there in 9th place on his outlap, just ahead of Brucey. So these two will be probably having a little battle in a couple of laps' time. Fat Pickle's all by himself in 11th place. He's come in and put a fresh set of softs on, and Fabuki there, he hasn't come in yet. He probably will push to go as far as he can to try and get that fastest lap, but so he has been struggling a little bit for this race. Martinar, he's gone purple on lap 19, 23.6. Dark Clark done 24.0, so yeah, Martinar really got that pace nailed down in this Lexus around Brands Hatch. So yeah, just pulling 6 tenths, nearly 7 tenths over Herogram, just that lap. So yeah, the battle for second place, I think, is going to hot up between these 5 drivers: Herogram, Judge, Dark Clark, Midnight, and JRC. Yeah, they're all on this little straight. They all see each other. So JRC, there was a good save there. I thought you'd lost it. Going to drop him a little bit further behind Midnight, which is not what he wants. He wants to be pushing forward and closing that gap down. But 7 tenths blue for JRC. A lot of everyone will be setting their fastest laps fairly early on in this second stint with the soft tyres and lighter fuel than they had at the beginning of the race. Let's have a look, see who goes faster that lap. Just off. Judge there, he goes faster. Dark Clark went even faster. Midnight went faster. JRC went faster. Golden went a little bit slower. Leeds goes faster. Let's see about P-Give. Does he set his fastest lap of the race as well? Yes. So does Brucey. So yeah, everyone on that first flying lap on them softs pretty much is going faster than any lap time they've done on the mediums. Go with that Fat Pickles 24.6, 1.3 seconds quicker than his best lap. Buki, he's gone into the pit and come out again. So yeah, he's got 10 minutes to not lose about 10-12 seconds to Martinar. He's really pushing on, doing a really good job in first place at the moment, and pulling away from the rest of the field. Has he got enough fuel? That's the thing. He's got about 35% left for 10 minutes. That's going to be tight to potentially make it to the end, because I can hear some spinning. It's Midnight. What is Midnight done now? He was doing well. He was in 5th place. Has he gone it too wide through the last corner? onto the gravel. Yes, he did. Onto the grass as well. Spins it right in front of JRC. JRC done a good job there just to take avoiding action, but it looks like Midnight's going to get going again. Is he going to be just keeping 6th place? It looks like he will. He's got damage front and rear, but yeah, that's dropped him out of that fight for 2nd place now. So brilliant recovery after that lap 1 incident there for Midnight, and yeah, with just less than 10 minutes to go, he's putting out of that fight for 2nd place, just ahead of Golden Brownie there in 7th. He's got and Leeds right behind in 8th place. So it looks like Leeds has been catching pretty quickly to Golden Brownie, but how will he be able to get past? Obviously he's got slightly fresher tyres. I think he did come in, was it 1 lap to lap 17? Yeah, lap 18, so 1 lap fresher tyres for Leeds over Golden Brownie. Does he go for a move there? No, he doesn't. He sits in behind. He's on purple, but he's not going to be stuck behind the VW through this final sector, and I know for myself I am shocking around this final sector. Sometimes that was good, sometimes it was bad. I can see there's yellow flags. We've got a judge, he's binned it as well, so literally within a lap the fight for 2nd place has gone from 5 cars down to 3. Obviously everyone's just pushing that a little bit too much, it seems, just to keep with the pack maybe, and just making a few little mistakes. So now that's Dark Clock up to 3rd place, and he's got Hero Crown, pretty much his title contender in front of him, but even just losing a couple of points I don't think it's going to matter too much to Dark Clock. He's pretty much, I think, wrapped this season up with 2 rounds to go, but we'll do the points at the end of the season and go through where everyone places. Martin Hart still leading the way, a good 6-7 seconds ahead of Hero Crown. Let's have a little quick look, see what it is. Oh no, 5 seconds, 5.5 seconds he's got, so yeah, but obviously he's really worn them tyres out. He's doing lap times that he was doing on the worn mediums, so is he going to be able to make them tyres last to the end? That is another question as well, because he's done 6 laps now. We've got 7 minutes. He should be able to make them last. He's got to be careful, because the tyres, when they start to wear down, they do wear out quicker than normal. But here we go, he's got Dark Clock right up behind him now for this remainder. Got 6.5 minutes of this race to go. So any little mistake from Hero Crown and Dark Clock will be snatching that 2nd place from him. Jesse there in 4th place. He's just dropped off the back, maybe with Midnight spinning in front of him, just to back out the throttle and just cost him that time. And obviously Judge as well, spinning it a couple of laps ago, was in that little void between Dark Clock and JRC, and yeah, just JRC being fished out from the slipstream. Midnight in Leeds are battling for 6th place. Leeds tried to go up the inside there of turn 3, couldn't do it. Is he going to have a look up the inside of turn 4? Yes he is. And Midnight's been able to hold it round the outside and pull a little bit, put a couple of car legs in between him and Leeds onto the back straight. Golden Brownie there in 8th place, just seeing these 2 fight up ahead. He doesn't really get involved too much. See if they get in a little ding dong battle and one pushing one off, or you know, which is quite easy to hear to do, especially if you try and go side by side with someone into a corner. Slightest bit of contact and you touch that grass, and that is it, you are off. Brucey there in 9th place. Where's P Gib? P Gib's dropped down to 11th. Fat Pickles there in front of him. Yeah, P Gib there on lap 21 by the looks of it, lost a good 10 seconds. 1:37.3 for Buki there. He's got Martin R not too far behind him now, so it's going to be, I think it's going to be pretty much inevitable for Fubuki to be lapped here. Yeah, look at that. 140 on lap 19, a 134 lap 23. Yeah, just seems to be a bit amiss with the Lexus here for Fubuki. Maybe the wrong setup. on the car for him, or maybe even just the wrong strategy. I know he went off at turn 1 and up pitting on the back foot from the off, but yeah, it just seems to be a struggle on here. Seeing that the other Lexus is leading the way at the front and putting a gap. And I just noticed Dark Clark got ahead of Hero Crown, so let's see how this one works. We'll go back to where we were in a second. Yeah, Dark Clark coming through turn 3. Ooh, Hero Crown gets a little bit of a wiggle on. And that's just slowed him off the exit, and that's allowed Dark Clark just to sneak up the inside onto the back straight. And will he keep it ahead of Hero Crown? I think he's surely going to be able to, because he's going to push Hero Crown to the outside here. Obviously being on the dirtier part of the track, Hero Crown's got nowhere to go, but he's been able to keep it round the outside through the end of the straight. But yeah, now he's going to have to stick in behind Dark Clark. Going forward now because we're near enough back to where we were. So yeah, Dark Clark up to second place. Will he be able to try and catch up to Martin R? It's going to be a hard one. He's, what is he, about 7 seconds behind with 4 minutes left to go, but Martin R's tyres aren't looking too good. Going by the timing, we've got 3 laps to go, so can he make them tyres last 3 laps, or will they fall off a cliff and allow Dark Clark to close up to Martin R? Because he'll be bringing in Hero Crown with him, but his tyres are not looking too good. When did Hero Crown pit? Well, he pitted early, didn't he? He pitted lap 16, I think it was. Everyone else pitted lap 17, so just that extra couple of laps tyre wear difference you can see between Dark Clark and Hero Crown. That was just going to be what's setting them apart at the moment. So yeah, will Dark Clark, I know Dark Clark will be able to make them tyres last, so he'll be able to push as much as he can, as long as he's got enough fuel. Martin R's got about the same amount of fuel now, so Martin R's really been fuel saving and going quick in that Lexus. Hero Crown, he's got fuel to burn to the end of this race. JRC does not have fuel to burn. He's flashing red and he's still got 2 laps to go. So will JRC be able to make it to the end, or will he have to come in for a splash at the end? Ooh, it's going to be tight there. Judge there, he's going to be good as well. Midnight, he's still got Leeds battling behind him for this 6th place. Looks like Leeds just can't get past. He's got pretty similar tyre wear everywhere else, apart from that front left. It's taken quite a big hit compared to Midnight. Colin Brownlee there in 8th place. He's just took off the back, but his front left is dying, not giving him any grip at all. Brucey there, his fuel lights flashing as well. So a few of these guys here running it to the wire, it seems. That Pickles there in 10th place. P-Give in 11th and Fabuki 12th. Yeah, that will here. Looks like Dark Clark's been able to pull that gap. Was it 7 tenths on the last lap? So it looks like Dark Clark's going to be, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, comfortable for that 2nd spot. I'm just trying to find where our battle is. I think it's going to be between Midnight and Leeds. At the moment, I'll keep my eye on the mini-map. See if I see anyone closing in. Looks like everyone's getting to the red fuel light now. JRC there, has he got enough fuel for 1 lap? Who knows? But Midnight's just keeping ahead of Leeds at the moment, as we're coming around to be the last lap for them. As they come up towards the line, they'll be going on to their last one. Not too sure if Martin R crossed the line before the white flag, or if he's got 1 more to go. Now they come around onto this last lap. Looks like Midnight's going to be able to hold off Leeds at the moment. He's on it for a few laps now, and has he got better tyre wear? Yeah, he's still better tyre wear than Midnight. And Golden running there, he's just slipping off the back end of these two. Where is Martin R? Which one is Martin R? That one, right, okay. So it's behind Fabuki, coming to the back straight. Just so I know where he comes when it comes to the timing and where he's going to be on track. But yeah, he's not there. Just keeping it nice and tidy. Lee's there, a bit scruffy coming out of turn 2. And kicking up a little bit of dust there as well, going into this turn 4 onto the back straight. Yeah, looks like this is going to be the final lap. Oh, is that Martin R? Is Martin R spin that? No, it's oh, okay. I thought I saw the car and I saw the car spinning on the mini map, but it was Fabuki there spinning it in front of Martin R. So fortunate, I thought it was Martin R, but his tyres are absolutely dead. He would not have been able to make it one more lap, but it looks like Martin R is going to come across to win this race here at Brands Hatch GP, ahead of Dark Clark with the 2 stops. Made it work, just ahead of Hirocam in 3rd place. JRC, bit Malonia, second half of the race in 4th place. Judge, the same in, well, Judge was good until we had that little off. Finishes in 5th. Midnight does hold on to 6th place, just ahead of Lee's there in 7th. Golden Brownie finishes in 8th place. Brucey there. And P. Gibbs finished. Okay, he was just ahead. So P. Gibbs didn't see you come across the line there. Yellow flags, I'm guessing for Fabuki. Yep, Fabuki's just finished. It looks like. Oh, Brucey's run out of fuel. Not again, Brucey. Not again. So Fat Pickle snatches 9th place off of Brucey, who finishes in 10th. P. Gibb in 11th and Fabuki in 12th. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. And until next time, bye-bye.